Okay, folks, I just want to talk a little bit about something I see that's happening on here with the models, and particularly with the NAM model, but it's happening with a few of them, and I think it's very, very important with the way the precipitation is going, and why I really do not buy the lack of precipitation on the northwest side, particularly in parts of, let's say, eastern Pennsylvania, the Hudson Valley of New York, and even, like, say, western Mass, and into parts of New England on the northwest side. And what I think is happening here is I think that you are having a situation where the storm is intensifying so rapidly when it gets east of Delmarva, and you have so much precipitation, bombing, and so many thunderstorms that the models are not properly seeing how to wrap that precipitation around the surface low pressure, and therefore it's just sending all the precipitation to the northeast. This right here is the NAM model. It's at 48 hours. You can see here's our low pressure system. It's just to the east of Ocean City, Maryland, maybe a little bit too far east, but hey, it's the NAM at 48 hours. What are you going to do? It's, and here you see this huge blob of precipitation developing just to the east of our surface low pressure here. This darkest shade of blue, might be a little hard to see, is 1.25 to 1.5 inches of QPF every 6 hours. So extremely heavy precipitation here. Now, I'm going to put this in motion here, and just watch the blues and the direction they go. And they pretty much go straight to the northeast. If you watch that huge blue blob up into the Gulf of Maine and then into Canada. Pretty much a straight northeast direction. And that is not the same exact direction the surface low pressure moves. If you look at it back here at 48 hours, the heaviest precipitation is tucked in with the surface low pressure. But because the storm cannot wrap the precipitation around itself, what you end up with is you end up with the surface low pressure kind of heading in somewhere between northeast and northeast, and all of the best QPF escaping to the northeast of the system and almost nothing left. By the time you get to hour 69, you have a 980 millibar low, 980 in the eastern Gulf of Maine, and barely a quarter of an inch of QPF falling on the west side of it in down East Maine. I just don't see that happening here. I mean, there's one or two possibilities right now with this system. One is that the NAM is messing up after 48 hours. It doesn't know how to handle the precip field. Or the other is that somehow a bombing 980 millibar low as a Miller A is going to be precipitation starved. I just don't see that happening. I think there's going to be significantly more precipitation, particularly in these frames over here, back in this area. Back over eastern Pennsylvania, back over Hudson Valley, New York, south of Albany, into western Mass, parts of southern Vermont. I just do not see how a Miller A, those are never precipitation starved, as it's going through bombogenesis, is not going to end up with significantly more precipitation back here. And if it's snow, I could see 18, 24 inch a month. I'm not an actual meteorologist. I'm just, a fan on this page. But I just do not see how there is not going to be an extremely significant snowstorm back in these areas over here. I just don't see it.